Let me ask you a question. Is failure your best friend? Who here loves pain? Is there anyone who's never failed before? As you can see, failure is a part of everyone's life. Failure means to fall short of what we plan to achieve, and the pain of failure feels like maggots on meat. Well, long before I'd ever thought of failure, as soon as I could walk, my mom signed me up for my first gymnastics class. I loved tumbling, flipping, swinging. I started competing, and by age 12, I was practicing 16 hours a week and going to competitions all over the country. Gymnastics was my life. I dreamed of getting full ride scholarships, maybe even going to the Olympics. Well, one year, I received a letter in the mail from my gym. I ripped open the envelope, unfolded the paper, anticipating a "Congratulations, you've made it to the next level." But alas, instead, it read that I would be held back. A wave of pain hit me. It's not fair for the coaches to do this to me. 13 years of gymnastics, and I had not reached my goals. I had failed. Well, looking back, failure isn't as bad as I first thought. In fact, as a Chinese proverb says, failure is the mother of success. If we change our attitude, pain and failure can become our best friends. Now, how is this possible? Well, by using the Rotary 4-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and benefit? And is it beneficial to all concerned? We can evaluate failure and see its positive effects, even in negative situations. So first, is failure true? Failure is real, and it brings honesty and humility needed for them to change. Everyone fails at some point, business, celebrities. When we are finally humble enough to see the improvement, we can start to change. The second is failure fair to all concerned? Wouldn't it be nice if bosses, coaches, and teachers automatically gave everyone a passing grade? Many people say, well, my failure wasn't fair. Other people had a better chance than I did. Well, sometimes it takes failure for people to realize that it's their responsibility. What they put in is what they'll get out. And that's fair, right? Even experts experience this. Nastya Lyukin, a world champion gymnast, fell flat on her face in front of millions of people. I was there to see it. Wouldn't that be not only painful, but embarrassing? However, now she knew exactly what she needed to work on to improve, and she certainly did, because by the Olympics, she pulled off the routine and got the highest score on it in Olympic history. The third test is, will failure build goodwill and better friendships? Absolutely. Failure is not always comfortable to talk about, but since everyone does it, we can relate, and it builds bridges. Zoe Bruce, a girl on my gymnastics team, tragically failed when she did not listen to her coach's correction, flung off the high bar, slammed both arms behind her, and landed with 2 severely fractured arms. But as soon as she could, she came to practice. She came to every one of our competitions with 2 cast-ons to cheer us on. Now, despite all those surgeries, she's back. And this year, she was the state champion. She inspired the whole gym, and I became friends with her because I could relate to her failure. The fourth and last test is failure beneficial to all concerned? Now, this is where the choice comes. We can either quit. We wouldn't have to work as hard, but we would forever feel like a failure. And showing others around us it's okay to be passive. That's not beneficial. Or we could look at a failure, see the improvements we need to make, then go with it. Then not only do we learn, but others are inspired to learn too. So what did I learn from my failure? Well, if I was honest with myself, I needed to improve. I signed myself up for a 6 a.m. weekly extra practice, and I went every week. By a year, I'd improved so much that I came third place out of my whole team in physical abilities. And my coach told my team, this is what can happen through hard work and going past failure. And I was a success. Don't failure. It keeps us honest. It's fair. What we put in is what we'll get. It builds friendship by building beneficial. We learn, and others are inspired to do it. Now that we know the benefits, doesn't that make the pain of failure a little more bearable? So let me ask you again. Who here wants to make failure their best friend? I know I do. Thank you.